Hello everybody, it's me, Car Battery. Others call me the butt plug, but you can call me John. So today we're going to be talking about the pinnacle of car design, the 2008 Chrysler Pacifica, and how it relates to the murder of John Lennon. So what it boils down to is steam. Water boils down to steam. If you really think about it, a radio is just a live action podcast, but with music. But is it really? Radio waves are actually just electromagnetic fluctuations in the air, which are received by devices that amplify the frequency and turn it into sound. So that being said, are microwaves just boomboxes? Think about it. If radios play music and microwaves use radio waves, then why doesn't my microwave play Hollaback Girls? It just doesn't make sense. Thus, microwaves aren't even real. On top of that, microwaves work using macrowaves, so why aren't they called macrowaves? This is because macros are considered cheating in most video games, and having a macrowave might cause the anti-cheat to ban you on all of your games, on all platforms. This would not be peak. But let's look at the word peak for a second. If you add an S to the word peak, you get speak. If you know anything about speaking, you know about the lion. The lion, let's just say, gets freaky with anything that speaks. This may appear as a problem at first, however, when Anne Frank was hiding from the Nazis. The lion managed to fight off many Nazis since they were speaking. Because the lion rapes anything that speaks, the Nazis were no longer able to walk, meaning Anne Frank was able to run away for a long time. Let's talk about Nazis again. Were they real? Well, studies show, yes, they were real. This is great for the economy. This means that companies who sold gas in the 1930s were able to make massive profits from the concentration camps. Wait a minute, back that up. Did I just say massive? You know what else is massive? In 1945, 2 atomic bombs were dropped on Japan. These bombs were called the Little Boy and the Fat Man. These bombs were dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, respectively. This was considered not nice by the locals. One person exclaimed in their disapproval during this attack, stating, "Ah, the radiation, it burns." However, this was in Japanese. This would, however, end the war between the USA and Japan and would eventually cause the restructuring of Japan's economy, making it the country with the 4th highest GDP in 2025. One could call this recovery massive. One could also call the low taper fade mean massive. Now, this all has been said to relate with 9/11. Think about it. Osama bin Laden is almost exclusively known for 9/11, but many people don't know he watched anime. Anime, short for Japanese animation, is a form of art that is almost exclusively created in Japan. While the first anime was created in 1917, the first modern-day anime began in 1956, 1 year after the aforementioned atomic bombs dropped. This likely shows the shift from military to creative affairs appearing. This means that the atomic bombs made modern-day anime. But the atomic bombs were only created by the USA because of World War II. And that only started because of the Nazis, who invaded Poland and created concentration camps to rid the Polish of Jewish people. This means that Anne Frank was actually connected to the creation of anime, meaning that she's connected to Osama bin Laden. This means that Anne Frank did 9/11 because of Naruto. Also in the show Naruto, Naruto is depicted as speaking. This likely means that Naruto was once raped by the lion. Unfortunately, I'm also speaking as I'm telling you about the Chrysler Pacifica and how it's related to the murder of John Lennon. This means that the lion is actively spreading my cheeks while I'm actively spreading my wisdom amongst my viewers. This concludes this episode. Thank you for watching. My name is Car the Butt Plug Battery, aka John, and I will see you next episode.